EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 30th, 2022. It is the final day of the month, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the Walters and Zirinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate, serving Carbon, Lehigh, and Northampton counties in eastern Pennsylvania. Mention you saw this ad spot on the EPAWA video, and the Walters Zirinsky team will offer a credit toward movers, a 1-year home warranty, or general repairs with any successfully closed real estate transaction. Give Mike and Sarah a call today and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So today, rain's behind me on the green screen today because we have a rainy day. This is not going to be an entirety. Most of the daylight hours are going to be raining today. We will see some of that rain come to an end mid to late afternoon today in our interior areas, and then by early evening at the shore points. The rain really isn't going to be a huge deal today. We will have rain persistently throughout the day. The wind is going to be the issue, and we're going to go over that here in the video. This is on the cold front on the lead of a trough, and this is going to move through rather quickly, and behind it is going to clear out rather quickly tonight. So we're going to have becoming mostly clear. Temperatures are going to drop rather quickly, so you're going to be very warm today, 52 to 59, but overnight we're getting back in the 20s in most locations and near freezing in Philadelphia. So we're looking at the winds picking up once the frontal boundary moves through. There's a co-aligned low-level jet along with the front, and that's going to kick these winds up into high gear when we get into the afternoon hours, and I'll show you that here in a second. So here's the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 7 o'clock this morning. Have some intermittent showers to start, and then it's going to evolve into steadier periods of rain, mainly late morning and afternoon here, as you see this moves through rather quickly. And we're getting up to 4 o'clock here, just about ready to come to an end in Pennsylvania, and it does so by late afternoon today, and maybe some lingering showers here into very early evening. This is 6 p.m. on Wednesday for across New Jersey. With this line, the line itself that I'm talking about is actually back here. This is where the wind is going to be associated with it. So there really isn't going to be a tremendous amount of wind. The wind will be building up to it, 15 to 25 miles per hour ahead of it. But it's with this line here that it's really going to start kicking. And you've got about a 2, maybe 3 hour period at any given location where it's really going to pick up. And during that time, well, we'll get to that in a second. Here's a total rainfall we're expecting today. This has not fundamentally changed from what we saw yesterday, so we're looking at generally maybe like 1/3 to 2/3 of an inch of rain, somewhere between 0.33 and 0.67 or thereabout. So somewhere in that range there, either side of a half inch is what we're looking at across the entire region. Some areas will get a little bit more than a half inch, some will get a little bit less, but it's not a tremendous amount of rain because it's moving through rather quickly. Here is I'm going to use the high-res RGEM here just to give you an idea of what this is going to look like. So out in front, you have these wind gusts that are 15 to 25, gusting to maybe 30, maybe even 35. But then you get this line out here associated with the actual front, this line here. And when this moves through, you're going to have some wind gusts that are commonly 30 to 40 miles per hour, some peak gusts to 45 and even 50 miles per hour in the elevation areas. And you can see that, I just want to show you that moving through. So you see that line right there? Start right on the leading edge here. You can see it's just a very short time, maybe a 2 to 3 hour window here of this, maybe even less than that. So we're going to get some really crazy winds that's going to escort that trough in, which is going to bring the temperatures in that are much colder for Thursday. And, of course, overnight tonight, okay? But then beyond that, once we get in the overnight, we go back to 15 to 25, gusts 30 to 35 as in terms of peaks. That's mostly going to occur on Thursday morning where you get those peak gusts 30 to 35, but generally 15 to 25 are the common gusts that will go into early afternoon, and then it'll start to diminish mid to late afternoon, and then negligible wind overnight, so it's going to disappear rather quickly. So mostly sunny and breezy on Thursday in the wake of the system, and then Friday is also mostly sunny, but we start to rebound a little bit. You see the temperatures above me here for tomorrow, 39 to 44 is a spread of temperature, so much colder. And then we go up by about 4 or 5 degrees from Thursday to Friday with high temperatures, okay? So we are still mostly sunny here on Friday in the wake of this. High pressure is going to be right over top of the region here for Thursday. So Thursday night's going to be a pretty chilly night. You're going to have lows in the upper teens to middle 20s from northwest to southeast, so it's going to be pretty chilly. And then once we get to Saturday, we have another warm-up ahead of another cold front. It's going to give us scattered showers during the day. This is kind of like the opposite of last weekend, where we had a nice Saturday, and then Sunday was kind of dreary. It's going to be the opposite this weekend. We're going to have these clouds around on Saturday with scattered showers. Not a lot of rain here, but enough to get you wet and keep any outdoor plans at bay. Then once we get to Sunday in this wake, we are back to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drop again. So Saturday is going to turn warmer ahead of the next cold front. Milder, maybe not quite as warm as today, but pretty close. And then Sunday, we're back to cooler temperatures that are going to be similar to Friday. Not quite as cold behind it either, because this trough is not quite as deep. Then after that, we're going to get into an unsettled period here in this Monday, Tuesday time frame. We're going to have scattered showers during this stretch, and this is ahead of the midweek front that's going to come through actually on Wednesday morning and push through. And this is going to set us up for a prolonged period of below average temperatures. It's going to might even go for the rest of the month, but it looks like it's going to settle in right around midweek next week, and that's going to give us the colder temperatures. If we get the colder temperatures in place, who knows? We can get we got to have that first in order to get any kind of snow or any talk of snow. If we have colder than average temperatures in December, it doesn't really take much, below average to really produce snow. So if we get some systems in here, whether they're big or small, who knows? Right now, there's nothing shown. Some hints on the ensembles between the 10th and 15th for something to occur, so we'll keep an eye on that period. And even right around the 8th and 9th, somewhere in that range, there still could be something. That's this system here that's moving south on the European model. Some other ensembles are starting to bring this up a little bit further north, so we'll keep an eye on that just in case. But right now, it looks like one thing is certain, and as we are getting to much cooler temperatures once we get to the middle of next week. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for November 30th, 2022. Have a great Wednesday.